Super happy that you guys are with us. It'll be a bit of a quicker Titan talk today, but nonetheless, we have some juicy updates for all of you. So sorry, I'm just bringing up the notes here. But we got, as I mentioned, a bit of a shorter AMA today, but we'll have a lot of important updates to go through before the big tournament weekend. So first, we'll spend some time breaking down this Road to Championship 5, which is taking place tomorrow. Registrations opened earlier this week. Our platform is back. It's back online. It's ready for action. And this tournament is one of the final opportunities to make some meaningful moves before the end of season championships. This is going to be the last cash tournament. After this tournament, we only have one more titanium tournament, and then we have a last chance wall of fire. It's a very important weekend for those board standings. So after we talk about the tournament, we'll talk about the tournament platform itself. We know we missed a competitive weekend after the last major update. We saw a few unexpected issues kind of come up from that, but nonetheless, we have been working on it. We want to give you guys an update on where things stand. Then from there, we'll talk about something we are extremely excited about, our Hindi translation initiative. So over the last few weeks, mainly this week, we've started to work directly with members of our community in India to bring a proper version of Hindi to the world of Irio. So we're finally at the stage where players are now actively testing the versions of the gameplay in Hindi and helping us improve this experience. We'll break down what's happening and how you guys can get involved if you want to join the fun. And then, as always, actually, we have another update after that. Ads will go through the NFT buyback update. I know a lot of you guys are waiting for some clarity there. So ads will hop in, give us all that needed clarity, and then, as always, we'll wrap things up with a Q&A and answer any questions that you guys may have. But as always, before we jump into the tournament remarks, I want to hand it over to Ads and give us kind of a lay of the land heading into this Friday Titan Talk. Ads, I'll hand it over to you.
Yeah, I mean, Blake, thank you for such a detailed intro about what we're going to talk about today. I mean, I think the most exciting thing for all of you, right, is just to hear a little bit more about what we're thinking with the NFT buyback and give some, as Blake says, some needed clarity to all of you. But we're rocking and rolling, right? We're feeling very good about the progress we've been making this year. We still have this deal that's going through. I really wish this was the talk. I wish this was the Titan talk that we were announcing who it is, but unfortunately it isn't. But I'll give some transparency at the end as well and kind of tell you the status of where we're at. It's a pretty interesting dilemma that we're having at the moment. It's not a deal breaker by any means, but it is definitely something that we want to operationally organize and legally organize before we put pen to paper. So that's where we're at. But I'll talk a little bit about that in detail at the end. And of course, happy Friday.
Ooh, Ads with the alpha as always. Thank you, Ads, for setting the scene here. And I know I'm eager to hear all the updates at the end, as I'm sure everyone else is. Cool. So let's start with this weekend's tournament because, as I mentioned, it's one of the last tournaments where you guys can get those end of season points. This is the final stretch, and every tournament is carrying more and more weight than the one before. So, season championship is only a few weeks away, and that qualification race is getting pretty tight. So, right now, I'll go through the top 5 on the leaderboard. In first place, we have Heya. Heya is above the pack with 925 points. So Heya is making some distance for themselves. I think even if somebody was able to win all of the next tournaments, they're still not able to take down Heya as that number 1 spot. But then again, we're this top 16 is only people who will qualify. So this necessarily doesn't mean anything for that end of season championship. So Heya could qualify as number 1, yet the number 16 seeded player could come in and beat them in the first round, and that's what we love about the Reign of Titan tournament action. So we got Heya in first place with 925 points. We got Stopping in second place with 585, and then here is where it's a little bit closer. So in third place, we have MCNK Xborg, 505 points. We have Pello with 400 points, and then we have Goal Nero with 385. Now, the rest of the players from 6th to 16th, it's about, I would say 150 point disparity between them. Still very tight for all of those top 6 spots. But the big question is simple. Who do we think is going to break into the top 3? We have a few players who are close. We got Pella with 400, Goal Nero with 385, and they definitely could crack that top 3 over these next few weeks. But this battle for 16, as I mentioned, is far from over, and that's what we love about the championship and competition leading into it. So we've seen a lot of players jump multiple spots in a single weekend, and with Road to Championship 5 this weekend offering some cash prizes and those very important championship points, I think we could see a bit of a reshaping of those standings. But getting into the thick of it for the tournament this weekend, we have Road to Championship 5. It's taking place tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. EST. Titan submissions closed this morning at 8 a.m. Yes. So as always, similar format with the Road to Championships. We'll have 128 players split across 2 brackets, competing for that total of 1,000 USD. So within each bracket, I'm actually going to share this here so you guys can follow along with me. But this is how we'll be breaking down that $1,000 prize pool. First place is going to earn $140 plus that 100 championship points. Second place is going to earn $80 50 points. Third and fourth both get $40 as well as 30 points, while players placing 5th through 8th will earn $20 and 20 points. And even players, as high as the top 32 will continue earning those points towards that championship qualification. Now, from here, the winners of both of the brackets will, of course, advance over to the overall finals, where an additional $80 is up for grabs, as well as an additional 100 leaderboard points. So when you look at this leaderboard, if somebody's able to get 200 points for that first place finish, this is a huge amount of points still on the table for that tournament qualification. So speaking about the schedule, as always, we'll begin bright and early at 8 a.m. EST with round 1. Round 2 will then start at 8:40. Round 3 from 9:20. Round 4 at 10 a.m. EST. Then we'll have the quarterfinals at 10:35, our semifinals at 10:55, finals at 11:20, and the overall finals will begin around 12 p.m. EST. But as always, these tournaments are quite dynamic, so make sure to keep your eyes on the announcements channel in case we're going live, with the stream maybe a little bit early or maybe a little bit later. And if time permits and we're able to start on time, we will have both Ross and Nugget with us entirety of tournament tomorrow. So please, please, please make sure you're available for the entire tournament window. Make sure you're available right when your games are starting. This allows us to, start the stream without any issues, and it's just a huge help for everything that we are doing. We also want to remind you guys of a few important rules before we lock in tomorrow. As always, you had to submit your 2 Titans both at a max of level 7, and they must be from different elements. You guys must have at least 10 competitive wins over the last week to be eligible. Yet, if you're already signed up, you know this. I just want to reemphasize this for anybody who is looking to join the future tournaments. For this tournament as well, we will have the cheat scroll, which is going to continue to be banned. No cheat scroll. We have free-to-play Titans. These are not allowed in using rented Titans. As always, please make sure they are rented all the way throughout the end of the tournament to make sure you have no issues on actual game day. So speaking of this game day, you'll actually have 5 minutes, and after those 5 minutes, you only have 6 minutes to load into the game. We've seen some players taking some liberties with time constraints, but again, if we see somebody abusing this, you will be disqualified. So it's very, very important. Listen to these rules. Check in within 5 minutes, and then load the game in 6 minutes. As always, with the tournament platform, these systems are completely automated. So if you're not there, you will be disqualified, and there's nothing that we can do about it as a team. But nonetheless, I know that's a lot of rules and restrictions, but nonetheless, this should be a fun one. We'll see some important movements on the leaderboard, and we're excited to, come into the next Titan Talk and update you guys how we're looking before that last chance qualifiers, which will be the final tournament before our So really, really excited about that. I'm going to pause here, see if there are any questions. This is pretty standard stuff. This is the fifth road to championship we're having, so I think pretty clear. And as I assumed, there are no questions. There is something though we want to give you guys a little bit of visibility on, and that was some of the issues we encountered with the tournament platform over the last week or so. So as everybody knows, it's not a secret. We did not run a tournament last weekend, so we're a little bit bummed by that. We had to push all of the tournaments week back and kind of update our schedule. But after the most recent update that we did, the one where we had a lot of changes going live in game, all those Citadel changes, basically everything that we did, we saw that on the back of these changes there were a few issues that it really affected the tournament functionality or the tournament platform functionality, mainly on mobile. So we didn't have kind of within that week window, we wanted to be sure we understood what the problem was and we had a solution for that problem. So ultimately, we were a little bit uncomfortable running a tournament last weekend. We just wanted to play it safe, push everything back a week until we were 100% sure that the solution from our perspective is fixed. So we never want anybody to encounter these issues with the tournament platform. And we know many of you actually look forward to these tournaments every single weekend. We know it's a little bit disappointing to have a break in the schedule. But that said, we really appreciated your guys' response to the community. It was kind of funny because some of you were so excited about doing a competitive tournament that you guys actually just decided to organize your own tournament without the platform. So honestly, us continuing to see that passion, that dedication for Reign of Titans really makes us happy as a team, and we can really see how much you guys actually enjoy competing in these competitive tournaments. So over the past week, we've invested a lot of time kind of testing the platform, finding out what these issues were with the new code, and then just making sure we're running a ton of checks to make sure that we're running into this weekend very, very confident for the tournament happening tomorrow. So we did all of these tests. And we feel very, very confident in terms of the solutions that we pushed yesterday. But of course, whenever we're dealing with kind of these live environments, you guys may find some things that potentially we overlooked. So we feel confident heading into the tournament tomorrow. But if you encounter any issues at all during tomorrow's event or anything just feels a little bit off, please make sure to let us know immediately. Screenshots, videos of screen recordings of your entire screen, and making sure you fill out that bug report will really, really help us, to make sure that the platform is running smooth for everyone. Even if you have like a weird edge case where potentially you try to click on something and it's not working, this is extremely valuable for us to know. So anything you guys see that may be weird or a little bit unexpected, just shoot it our way. Our best to fix it. But fingers crossed that won't even be an issue, and tomorrow will go super, super smoothly. And we're feeling good. We're feeling good heading into tomorrow. But as always, with the tournament platform, the goal remains the same for us. We want to make sure that you guys have something which is smooth, reliable, and something that we can continue to host more and more tournaments over the future as we continue to scale our player base. But as always, we're excited to get back into the competition this weekend, and we just want to give a huge shout out to you guys hosting your own tournaments. It was really, really great to see, but also you guys just being patient while we continue to work through these issues that we encountered last weekend. Cool, cool, cool. Chat's a little quiet today, so I'm just going to continue to roll through the next section. And that next section is about our Hindi translation. So, as many of you know, some of our largest plans this year are really going to come excuse me. A lot of our large plans this year will come to life mainly in India. We're going to do a ton of events. We're working with a lot of local influencers. So, one of the things that we want to make sure is really set as a solid foundation before that is making sure that the game really localized from a Hindi perspective. So, as we're targeting a lot of users in India, as they come into the Reign of Titans world, we want to make sure that they have a seamless experience. They understand what's going on. The screens are, extremely localized in terms of the tonality and and just like whether it's past tense or future tense. These are all things that we're currently checking with our. So about that, we actually started working with a small group of community members. And basically what they're doing is they're getting a version of Reign of Titans game completely in Hindi. And what they're going what they're doing is basically going through every screen in the game, testing all these different edge cases, testing on every button that they can, and making sure that the translation in Hindi is actually Hindi that these individuals can understand. So translation work is so much more than simply like converting words from one language to another. We want to make sure that the special effects, the menus, the tooltips, the tutorial, as well as just the general game terminology feel actually like really native and intuitive for anybody who's a natural born Hindi speaker. So that's kind of the reason we're working with the community members throughout the process. They're kind of helping us identify any phrasing that may, a little bit awkward, or maybe we're not using the correct terminology that people use just general conversations. So we're really having them starting to help us validate these translations and ensuring that the experience feels, authentic rather than something that's just a Google translation or machine translation, so to speak. So as we continue heavily investing in India, we really want to focus on kind of this first time user experience and that first impression. And if people are coming in and it just sounds awkward or it doesn't really feel like their native language, we're worried that may turn people away. So we're just doing all of this testing now to make sure that it feels, very natural for all of these people. So we're still very early in this process. We're actually just giving people access to a Hindi version of the game through APK. But over these next probably week, 2 weeks, everybody will be going through the game, sending us screenshots of some things that may not make sense. And we're going to continue to refine these before we prepare a broader rollout of this Hindi version of Reign of Titans. So if you guys are getting excited about what I'm saying, or if you're listening to the recording and you still want to get involved, you guys still can. I think honestly, the more the merrier, and the more perspectives we get here, the better it will be for us. So if you guys, want to join this first batch of testers, you can DM me. Try to DM me by Monday or the end of the weekend, and we will make sure that we still get you guys testing access. Again, just DM me quick because we want these all to be submitted, pretty much on the same timeline. And yeah, we're just really looking forward and really appreciating the community willing to work with us through these Hindi translations. Cool. Well, I ripped through those sections and I see no questions in chat, which I think is a good thing. So I'm going to hand it over to Ads now to take us through some just general updates on where the project is at today.
Cool, amazing. Thanks so much, Blake. So, I mean, Blake now just talked about the fact that we're doing our Hindi translations, right, for the game. And as you know, well, I don't know how much you know, but we need to do this because we are localizing a version of Reign of Titans that is going to be specific to India. And we're doing this because of part of this investment deal that we are negotiating and just getting ready to sign. So let me kind of give you an update on where we stand with that as much as I can, right? And don't back me into any corners because I'm only going to be able to say what I can say. But we are in. There's no deal breakers, right? As I kind of said in the intro, but we have not yet put pen to paper. And the reason why we haven't put pen to paper is because we have a technical question basically about just where the game is going to sit when working with this investment company. Right, there's a lot that it means in terms of where it sits. When I say technically, I mean like literally from a very technical development point of view. Like who is the primary account holder, etc. This has got nothing to do with who owns the game. Obviously, us. We own Reign of Titans, IP, etc. That's all around us. Code is obviously we've done all of that. We've built everything. But this is a very, as I said, like a very technical question, and it has pretty huge ramifications going forward, which is why it's taking so long to answer that question. It's been a pretty interesting journey for us going through this deal as well, because we are published on certain stores. We're published on the Google Play Store. We're on the Apple App Store, and there's a lot of rules and requirements that we also have to adhere to, right? And then when you add the fact that we are a Fortune 100 company, it's just an extra layer on top of it, right? So our checks and our finalizations are just taking a little bit longer than we had anticipated. And quite honestly, some things we don't have an answer to. So it's really going away, working with external counsel, legal, finance, etc., to just make sure that everybody involved is making the right decision. The partner company that we're working with, that I can't yet say the name, they're not a small company, right? They're pretty like big deal as well. So when I talk about things like we have to be extra cautious because we are a listed company, you can imagine, almost the same kind of protections going on the other side, right? They also have to be very cautious to make the right decision because we don't know the ramifications that it can have at the end. But it's all in good spirit. We are very close to this company. We're all very excited. Very good conversations happening, and we just want to get it done as soon as possible. I've kind of given up giving you times of when it's going to get done because every single timeline I've given has just been blown out of the water. So I'm a little bit hesitant to do that. But what I will say is soon. And you can't see me putting little air quotes, but they're like good air quotes, positive air quotes. That it should get done soon. But very, very excited. Which then leads me to kind of the next topic and the closing topic that I wanted to talk to you all about, which is the NFT buyback, because I do get pinged on it sometimes, right? So let me give a quick overview, right, of where we're at. Thank you, Blake, for the love with the positive air quotes. Like I did it like 5 times. Again, you could have seen me, but it wasn't just like a one-time thing. I did it a few times, so you could really feel the positivity coming through. Okay, so NFT buyback, where we at? So when we first was about doing this buyback, right, it was very clear why we were doing it. We had a tournament model. We had very, very large pools attached to our tournaments. We scaled that back pretty significantly. So we understood that the value of the NFTs had changed for you guys potentially, and wanted to offer some kind of redemption so you still feel like your NFTs are valued. We are currently, as of today, this moment, we have gone back and forth about when are we going to do this, what's the price, etc. Do we still have value in the NFTs? We today do not want to get rid of the NFTs in the game. We still are going to have them. We are still having them attached to tournaments, and we are still having them as the entry point going into our tournaments. We are therefore not going to do the buyback. But because of that, let's say until further notice, right? So you don't need to keep asking me. But because of that, we also understand that the value of the NFTs is probably not where it needs to be today for all of you that have put in quite a substantial amount to it, right? This is why, working with the partner company, we have focused very much on esports and bringing up this esports tournament models, making sure we can really invest pretty significant amounts back into tournaments, into all of you, to make sure that you, our holders, actually do have the value of your NFTs in the long term, as opposed to doing this buyback. It also came from us doing quite a bit of like having quite some conversations with people, right? People generally like wanted to do the buyback, but not really sell too many of their titans, right? So we understood that the buyback was not like a shoe-in or a sure thing for people that everybody wanted to do 100%. It wasn't like that, right? So we also took that as a sign to know that people actually like their NFTs. They like having them. They just want to see the value in them, right? And that's what we're going to try to bring back as opposed to doing this buyback right now. This is matched with the company that we are working with on the other side as well in India, in terms of, again, really putting resources into esports tournament models, making sure that you as holders can enter these things and really get the value back of your NFTs. So until further notice, you do not need to message me or put in chat. We will make an announcement about it next week because there aren't too many people on the Titan Talk. But this is where we're at today. If things do change, of course, you will know. And as we go through and we do put pen to paper, if any of this changes, we will keep you updated. But as of today, 12:30 p.m. New York time, this is the update on our NFT Titans. But we are good. We are feeling, again, as I said, we're looking and feeling like, quite excited. Usually when we have these moments of like down, when it feels like we're a bit quiet, it's because you've got some stuff brewing. We're like those, what do you call them? Like witches in the cauldron, where you're like stirring things. So we're stirring right now, so that we can like hit you with something pretty cool. So just a huge thank you to our community, for everything. That's us exactly. Just for all the support as always. It's been a really long road for us. But 2026, later than we wanted, but 2026 really is going to be the year where we're going to be able to change quite a few things. So so thanks everybody. Cool. That's the update. Let's see if we have any questions coming in. I see people typing or posting panda pictures. I'll take
We're
both.
cooking.
Or kicking, yeah.
We're
We'll
cooking.
take all of it. All of it. Oh, you're eating. What are you're eating? Okay.
We're
So you're the
cooking and
panda.
he's eating.
Lazarus, when my ears aren't working well. Oh, the whole thing for the last 30 minutes. You missed it. You have to play it back. Hey, Tusha. I'm getting ready to annihilate you in the Rumble. That's very fair, Shiz. To wait for the deal finalization to have questions. I honestly, I'm excited for you to be able to ask all the questions that you want to ask. It's very difficult to, when you have to watch what you're saying. It's like every time I'm saying a sentence when we're talking about this deal, I have to not say the name of them because I'm so used to just saying it. And I want to give you all the information. I want to just be like, this is the company, this is them, this is what they've done before, this is how much it is, like, this is the term. Like, I want to tell you all of this, but my head will be on a stake if I say too much. They'll be watching, they'll be hearing. I'll be in a lot of trouble. And I don't think even RT will be able to save me if I say too much. All right, have them get them out, get them down on paper. Yeah, we'll be ready. Nice. Doing well, Tisha. Doing well. I mean, we're doing well. We're in a little bit of a hold, yeah. Obviously, you know that we're also like waiting with you all, but it's a good hold. It's not a bad hold, right? There are definitely moments when I could be worried or scared, but no, it's a good hold. We're just eager. All right. Well, we said it was going to be a bit of a shorter Titan talk today, so we'll go to the Rumble. But Shiz actually brought up something really nice there. Do make sure that you are writing down questions, in general, right? When we're going to be able to answer them, I'll always be as transparent as I can be. So when we have put the pen to paper, feel free to ask anything, right? Even if it's not something that we're gonna like, we'll always have the discussion with you. Yeah. I'm hoping there is news of a Titan tournament in India like last year. I don't know if I missed something or not. Juice, juice. Yeah, of course. We are this deal. It's it's starting with an India focus, right? So yes, there will be tournaments happening in India. We should have been there already, right? Like it's a long time that I haven't had dosa. I haven't been having chai. I haven't been doing all of it. It's been, yeah, exactly. It's been a minute because we haven't been there. And the reason I haven't been there is just because obviously as you now know, we're kind of still going back and forth a little bit on this deal and trying to work out this. I'm pretty jealous of that. And just trying to work out this technical component I told you about. Um, we should have already had a tournament by this point. We had actually already planned to have one by this point. But it doesn't make sense for us to do it until we have the pen to paper. But yes, we will have that. I hope that answers your question, Juice. Blazwitch, about the championship tournament is defined. Yes, yeah. So nice question. We actually do have it planned out. We have it planned out with the partner company already. Um, It's should have already started, because we had it mapped out, I think, from April or May is when we had our starting time, but obviously now it's a little bit later. But it's a full esports roadmap, going across the end of the year. I didn't catch what that was before it got deleted. Did you see that, Blake?
Yeah, I don't know what it was though. I tried.
Yeah, Maddie, what are you trying to say, Maddie? We saw you trying to sneak something in there.
Mm-hmm. Sure, Maddie. Sure. All right. Rumble time ads?
You sure? You ready? Let's go, Tusha.
Head on over to Titan Games. Let's play a Super Rumble. See, I'm being good right now. I could technically join with two accounts and have like double chance to win. I could join from Reign of Titans Official and Blaker. But I'm only gonna join on Reign of Titans Official. If I die in the first round though, the next game I'll join with two accounts to increase my chances. We gotta keep it level for everyone. No bans, Maddie. No ban. All right. So you guys know the drill. Who wants the bounty? I know Maddie was saying it, but we got to ask. I see Echo first on my side. Ads, who do you see on your side? See Maddie or
I
Echo? I see Echo
see.
first.
I see Echo. Yeah.
All right. Echo, you got the bounty. So everyone, put your crosshairs on Echo. You kill Echo if you kill ads. If you kill Reign of Titans Fish, get a medium loot box. Now on the flip side, if Echo, ads, or myself as Reign of Titans official commit suicide, everyone who is playing will get a normal loot box. And if you win this Super Rumble, you get a medium loot box. We got some panda gifs going. We got some laughing gifs, I guess, going from Deuce. I was trying to decipher what's going on in that gif. But yeah, everybody's hyped. This is a war, as Blaz was saying. We got less than 60 seconds. If you haven't done so already, hop on over to Titan Games, press that little sword, get in the mix. We got 30 seconds. I'm going to quickly tag some of the games players, see if we can get a few more here. We are at 11 players so far. We got Tushar talking some smack with Ad.
Well, Tusha's actually always nice, and I'm like more kill, kill, kill.
Mm.
Yeah, I feel a bit bad about it, but that's why we're here, right? Stabby, stabby, stabby.
And
I've been there,
Stabby
Echo.
Stabby is
So many
right.
times. I
Echo,
feel your
Echo.
pain sometimes. Echo, Echo.
How do we give Echo the bounty? Yeah, that was on purpose. Come on,
Oh,
Echo. Ads is dead from a Stabby Stabby. Actually, a throwing knife throw. Abhishek killed Trimax. And Finn is dead. We got 4 players left. I'm still in the mix. Ads is back.
ooh.
Trimax is back. We got 6
I'm coming.
players
I'm
in
coming for
the
Abhishek.
mix.
I'm
I think
gonna
that's the
have some
one
revenge.
time Ads' catchif has actually worked.
Yeah, I was gonna say it never works. Um. All right.
Ooh, ooh, I have a dagger bone. Watch out.
Okay,
Abhishek is
Abhishek's out.
dead after killing
Good.
WF. Deuce is trying to send some questionable gifs, getting blocked by Turk there. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Abhishek.
Oh, oh, I'm winning this.
Ooh,
Oh, it might
oh,
be me and
okay.
you, Blake. Might come
Look at
down to one of
this.
us.
Me and I don't know who the third person is.
Yeah, I don't
Max
know who
is
the third
gone.
person is.
Is it Abhishek? I think Abhishek.
No,
It's me, Abhishek.
Abhishek's done.
Oh, sorry.
No.
I backstabbed. No, and then I stopped to smell the flowers. I was like, all right, that was good
I
backstabbing.
thought I
Now
had
these
that.
flowers are okay. Look at that.
Oh, wow. Tushar.
Tushar was sleeping.
Oh, wow.
All
Okay, that
right,
was a good game. That was a good game.
I'll take it. I'll take the W. And I didn't even have to cheat. I didn't have to join 2 accounts. That's a screenshot. I'm saving that in the screenshot folder. All right, Maddie, that picture makes me so uncomfortable. I don't know what that. All right, Guy Phil, if you missed the last one, no worries. We got another one. We got a final Super Rumble for the mix happening right now. So you got just over a minute to join. Head on over, click that little sword. All right. I don't know. Echo didn't even get a play with the bounty. I don't know. Ads. Do you think we allow Echo to do it one more time, or do we allow Maddie to have the bounty? Because some people are saying
I
Maddie should have
think
the
I
bounty.
think I think Maddie.
I'm sorry, Echo. You slept. That's what happens when you don't click on the little sword. It's okay. I'm sorry. All right, Maddie. It is on you. Please, please join. Please click that sword. We'll be very angry at you if you don't click the sword. Okay. I don't know if this is like you're saying it's done, and then the game's gonna start, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, I forgot. Oh
Oh, I
no."
forgot to join. Woo. Oh no, I didn't. Okay, no, I'm here. I'm here. I end up unclicking and reclicking every time just to make sure because I get so
Yeah.
paranoid that I'm not in it.
Or that it's like not registering you correctly.
Yeah, it's like, is it blue or is it like actually, yeah. You all know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. All right, we got 30 seconds. If you kill ads, kill Maddie. If you kill Reign of Titans official, that is a medium loot box going straight to your account. If Maddie, if Reign of Titans official, or ads commit suicide, everyone who is playing will get a normal loot box. If you win the Super Rumble, like I did, set a really good example. That is a medium loot box to your account. Sheesh! Look at Maddie's stats there. 420 normal loot boxes, 290 medium, and 40 mega loot box. Sheesh, 750 total. That's insane. A compulsive accumulator is a good way to put it. Ooh, and then I killed Maddie.
Oh,
Loot
what?
is no match, Maddie. And Sharma killed Guy. Phil Adams is dead. Everyone gets a
Oh,
normal loot box. Deuce has a
uh,
dagger.
ooh.
WFP has a dagger. Ads just revived
I didn't
again.
even need to put the cat in there.
No cat. Ads is back. And Sharma is dead. Pure Max killed Plasma.
Oh,
Oof.
this is I was about to get cocky and say something. Oh, I hate this.
Ooh, Turmax killed Ishao. Deuce killed Ads. Turmax killed by a puppy. I think Turmax keeps dying in weird ways. Oh, huge revive! Ads is back.
Woo!
Guykill is back. And Sharma is back. And Turmax is back.
I've got
Oh
9
my! All
lives
right, this is
today.
anybody's. This is anybody's game. This is anybody's game. Oh, oh.
Oh, wow.
Blazwitch is back. We got 9 players back. We were down to 4. Now we're at 9. And Blazwitch went fishing. He's like, "Oh, I'm back alive. Gotta go fishing." Guyphil
Oh,
killed Too Sharp. Blazwitch killed me after fishing. No! And then Deuce killed Ads. Oh my gosh. I honestly think my money's on Blazwitch. Killed me.
I'm
Yeah, we
out.
saw you early, Batak.
Oh,
As
I'm
out of strike.
back.
That's back again? That's a third
I've
revive.
come back 4
WFP
times. Have I
killed
come 4? I
Guyphil.
think I've come back 4 times today.
Okay, I think that's the third one or the fourth one this game even. WFP killed
Oh,
Blazwitch.
wait, did I just get killed
Sorry.
again?
And then Deuce killed Ads. WFP then killed Shuramax. We got WF and we got Deuce in the finals. Deuce, 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 Deuce win. Oh my gosh. GG. Deuce gets a medium loot box. I thought Ads had that. I thought Ads was on a
Oh, I honestly thought that was
map.
gonna be like an amazing story of like revivals and then
And then they were going to make a Netflix documentary about the
yeah,
the Great
yeah, you'd
Rumble
all be in it.
comeback.
Yeah, yeah, you'd all be in it. Um, no, very, very nice. That was a lot of fun. A nice way to end the week, everyone. We are waiting on more updates, right? We're hoping and hoping and hoping and cannot wait to tell you all everything. We'll be like greenhouses. You'll be able to see everything. Um, so just come with your questions, just like has said, and we'll open books when we do have that Titan talk. But thank you so much for tuning in today. If you have anything, please let us know in the chat. And good luck to everybody in the tournament tomorrow. And we are confident and fingers crossed at the same time behind our back for a smooth tournament platform experience for everyone. So let us know. Thanks, everyone. Happy Friday.
Amazing. Thank you, everyone. Good luck tomorrow. Bye bye.